that.
This meeting is
Well, they're recording in progress.
oh,
So we
I think
are
it's
live
recording.
and going. All right. There's no guessing on that one. It says recording in progress. All right. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started. Welcome to Courtney's Aloette party, virtual party. It's so exciting to be here. I'm going to leave you girls unmuted, like I said. And if you want to ask a question, this is supposed to be a fun girls' night. So sometimes I can get.
I brought wine.
Got your wine out of girl, Sherry. I got boring water, but I get my words wrapped around my teeth enough without a glass of wine helping me do it. So any questions or anything, any comments, products that I talk about that you've maybe used or you have some questions on, don't hesitate to interrupt me. If you don't want to speak, there's a chat area over to the right. You're welcome to type in the chat area as well. So I'm really excited to be able to share Aloette. We are recording this. We're going to post the recording in the show group, and we will leave the party open. We'll talk about all that, have all those housekeeping notes at the end. I hope you did grab a notepad and pen. If you didn't, you might want to get one right away because we are going to fly through a lot of products. At a
Got
girl.
a little Christmas cow pad, so
I got one too.
Of course it's a cow.
It is. It has to be a cow. We're cow people.
Well, I've always, even at my live parties, I hand out notepads and pens because what I found is that we talk about so many products, and at the end, I get women all the time that say, "Shoot, I thought I remember that first product." Then you talk about another product, couldn't remember the first product, and now I don't know what I'm doing. So, write everything you think you might be interested. Obviously, it doesn't mean you're buying it. I don't even see your list, but just so you don't have to try and remember everything. So, my name is Sheila. For those of you who don't know me, I kind of hesitate in sharing this because, I think, Steve, you might want to close your ears. January 5th is going to be my 41st anniversary. So for 41 years, I've been selling Aloette. So this is when I pause to give you time to say, you don't even look 41, and I'd send all my kit to you. No, I'm kidding. and you probably don't believe that I was 5 when I started the business either. So for me, it really is a passion. I love what it does for my face every day and what it does for hundreds, probably now thousands of my clients. So it really is a passion to be able to share Aloette. And Aloette really isn't just about dealing with acne or lines and wrinkles. It really is about good skin health and really about all over good skin health, and going along with the great ingredients to go along with that. So we do have a hero ingredient in Aloette, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but you can think about what you think the hero ingredient in Aloette might be. Tonight, we're going to talk about 3 things. We're going to talk about, obviously, our amazing product line. I'm going to share with you how we just don't talk the talk, we walk the talk. I get women all the time that say, "Sheila, I've tried other products, but I don't always see a difference." It's actually impossible to use our skincare and not see a difference with your skin. It's real action-oriented and result-driven skincare. So we're going to talk about our products. We'll talk about our amazing body care. We have a beautiful color blends, our makeup line. It's part of our clean beauty line, and we'll talk about what clean beauty means. And of course, what's most known for is our skincare. If at the end of the show, though, if your wish list doesn't match your budget, you might want to think about hosting your own party. So we will talk about our hostess benefits as well. We love to spoil our hostess, whether you want to do live if you're local to me, which Woodstock and Hanover are pretty local to me. Or if you're a distance away like Courtney, then we can still do virtual as well, just like this. So think about doing your own show if your wish list keeps growing. And then thirdly, Aloette is looking to expand. We are hiring. We're in one of our busiest seasons of the year. And I love when people start this time of the year because first of all, it's our biggest BOGO sale of the year. And there's so many benefits of getting started. And we'll talk about that as well. So I have been using Aloette since 1984. My sister-in-law invited me to an Aloette party, and I had really acne skin, and I had been promised miracles with products before. So I was like, yeah, sure, it's going to work. And I thought in my head, I can't afford anything. I wasn't working. And so I made an excuse the day of the party not to go. And then she gave me little samples and little pill bottles. And I was so impressed with the product that I thought, well, maybe I should do a party. And then I did the party. And then I was like, okay, maybe I should start selling. So I really did it back in 1984 just to earn that kit for free. And then I thought, well, I'll walk away. And here we are almost 41 years later, loving it probably more now than I did even in the beginning, because now I kind of know what I'm doing. That's a little bit of my story. I love what Aloette can offer our clients because I see how it works for my skin all the time. And also I love when I do live shows, I do personal consultations at the end of the show. So when we started doing virtual parties, I thought, well, how's that going to work to do a personal consultation? Well, Zoom has a feature called a breakout room. And so when the party's over, I can whisk you off. It's like we're going to go out to Courtney's living room while the rest of you stay in the kitchen and chat, and then we can do private consultations. So if you have any questions or concerns or issues with your skin, you can ask me now, or you can ask me that in the breakout room at the end. So I love that personal one-on-one time. I don't know if you've ever walked into a store to buy a product. I used to before Aloette. And I'd be so overwhelmed with so many choices and so many things on the shelves. And then I'd see this manicured, put together woman walk towards me, and I'd like get all panicky because I really wasn't very experienced with it. And I would leave the store. So I love that we have those personal consultations so that we can really dive in and see what's best for you. So let's get started. I always like to start with the makeup. The makeup is kind of, to me, it's like the icing on the cake. You can't icing a cake if there's no cake there. You'd be spreading the icing on the plate and be just a big hot mess. But when you go to do your makeup, if you've got that cake underneath, which is really your skincare, then the icing just goes on top. So the makeup to me is like the icing on the cake. So the first one we're going to talk about is the base. And so the reason why we call it clean beauty is because we take such great care of your skin with our skincare that we're not going to put makeup on you that's going to clog your pores. So our makeup is all vitamin infused, mineral based. There's no powder, no talc. It's actually skincare. It's actually makeup that's good for your skin that will continue working with your skincare. So the first product after you've done your skincare is a product called Flawless. And Flawless is a makeup primer. It's one of the hottest things in the makeup industry. And it's used for several reasons. First of all, if you have any redness at all on your skin, it'll totally cut the redness. It evens out the skin tones. It makes your makeup go on smoother, stay on longer. When I do wedding parties, I put this on in the morning, and by dinner into the evening, the makeup still looks great. So it really has that holding capability to it. The redness, it cuts the redness, whether it's redness from rosacea, red tones, acne, totally cuts the redness. I have clients that will call me and say, Sheila, order me more by polyfill because it helps to fill in the little line. So they call it their polyfill. Clients who have really oily skin really feel it helps to absorb the excess oils. So really a multi-use, multi-purpose product. Now, I use my tube every day. I never, and you can underline the word never, I never do my makeup without using Flawless. Even if it's just a light Saturday dusting, I still put Flawless on. And I get 9 to 10 months out of this tube. So what that tells you is you're not using very much. If you think of the size of a Skittle, it's literally half a Skittle. So I put a little blob on the back of my hand. I wish I could put my hand, if I could figure that out, if I could figure out my hand through that camera, I might never ever leave my office again. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but it really just kind of smooths out the skin tone. So that's Flawless, and it's so it's not really a skincare item, and it's not a makeup item. It's the one that bridges the two, it mirrors the two of them together. And then following that, you're going to use our foundation, our Ultra Finish foundation. Now, you're going to see a BOGO sticker on, well, a lot of products. Like I said, this is our biggest BOGO sale of the year. And I do the BOGO stickers for two reasons. One is because our BOGO changes every month, so it helps me to remember what's on BOGO. It helps my clients to recognize what's on BOGO. And the reason I love BOGO so much is because, first of all, when it's one of my favorites, I like having a backup on the shelf. When I take one off the shelf, I like knowing I have a backup. Also, we seem to be gone every weekend, so I used to spend so much time packing up a travel bag. So with my BOGOs over the last while, I've just created a travel bag that's ready to go all the time. I have clients that say, oh, Sheila, I have an extra set at my cottage, or I keep the extra set on the boat or the trailer. And so lots of reasons for BOGO. And then, of course, there is a gift giving season coming up. Christmas is not that far away. It's crazy to even think that's even like a month and a bit away. But these make great Christmas gifts too as your BOGO. So you can keep one for you and gift the other one. So this is our foundation. It is on BOGO. It's called our Ultra Finish Foundation, or better known as our 4-in-1. And it's a 4-in-1 because it covers 4 areas. It's a concealer, it's a foundation, it's a powder, and it's SPF 15 with it. So it saves you time in the morning because you don't have to use all those steps, and it saves you money because you're not buying all those steps. Hands down, it is our #1 selling makeup item. We sell thousands of this one, especially this month when it goes on BOGO. Because what I love about the BOGO is you can buy one at regular price, and then you can BOGO a second one for $9. So if this is your winter shade, but you get a little bit more color in the summer, you can do 2 different shades. So you'll have foundation to do you the whole year. Best applied what we call the chisel brush. It's a firm, flat, tight brush. You just dab it in, little circular motions all over, and you have amazing coverage, and it stays on. So now everything in Aloette is sold individually, but I like bundles. I like putting products together that I know work great together, and that will also give you your best savings. So this is one of the bundles I've put together for my clients called Flawless Beauty. And in it, you will get a Flawless 2 foundations because of the BOGO, the compact, and the chisel brush. Let me get my price here. So that bundle regularly would be $174. It's $130.70. So you save $45 by buying it as but more importantly, you have that coverage. I have a lot of my clients refer to it as the airbrush look. Personally, I've seen the airbrush look, and I think this is even a more natural look than you get. I even have clients that don't wear makeup, but they'll do their skincare, put that on so they have some coverage. So that gives you your base. And then to do your color, well, I always want to refer to this as our hostess makeup kit. It's not just a hostess makeup kit. It just is the best way to get it. So first of all, love the retro design of it. And when you open it up, it comes filled with color. So there's the foundation I just talked about, a blush, 3 eyeshadows, and a lipstick. Love that it's a good size mirror, so you can even do your makeup out of this with that mirror. The eyeshadows especially should have a warning label on it, and the warning label should read very pigment rich, because most eyeshadows, you have to really load up the brush to get your color to adhere. If you do that with our eyeshadows, I'm promising you, you're going to be wearing them all over your face and you're going to take your makeup off and start all over again. So because they're so pigment rich, it's 1, maybe 2 swipes of your brush. So you'll find they last a long, long time. So all the makeup, it is color. It is part of our clean beauty. So it's vitamin infused, mineral based, no powder or talc. Now you can purchase this palette empty and fill it full of color. I just don't recommend doing it that way. If you want it, I'll sell it to you, but it's $160 to do that. This is one of my best hostess benefits. When you host a party and you're smart and you do it on a bonus date like Courtney, you can get this filled with the colors of your choice for $24.95. So less than 2 eyeshadows. I call this my face in a box. Other than needing mascara and brushes, this is my makeup bag. And I also love in the morning, I'm not opening a bunch of palettes. You open up one and everything's right there for you. So that is our color box. And then for eyes, we have a few different options. So first of all, we have our liner pencils, black, brown, and gray. They are part of our BOGO as well. You can buy one and BOGO a second one for $9. I wish you could see I'm barely touching my skin. They're not. You don't have to really wrench your skin to get your color to adhere. So that's the pencil. My favorite is the liquid. I love the liquid eyeliner. So the liquid eyeliner, I'm going to let you hear this. It's got like a little bearing, so you shake that all up. It's also on BOGO, buy one, get one for $9. But let me show you the brush. It's a nice, fine, thin brush, so you can do a nice thin line. So I'm just going to draw a line on the back of my hand because I really want to show you the real benefit of using the liquid eyeliner once it dries. So now, I love the liquid eyeliner on my top eyelash line because it makes those lashes at the base look thicker. Now, I do have good skin and I do have, good eye creams, but my eyes still are 62 years old. So when I use the liquid on the bottom, it seems to find all the little crevices that I don't even like to know that are there. So I do use the pencil on the bottom. It's waterproof. And then I use the liquid on top. So that's what works best for me. But I really love the look that it gets. So that is the eyeliner. And then for lashes, a few different things. First of all, we have our lash serum. This is called Lash, Lush, and Luxe. And no, I'm not saying that fast 5 times. And so the lash serum is a lash enhancement lash growth serum. And it is part of our clean beauty line. So it's safe, it's effective. I was very fortunate to be on the testing panel of this a few years ago when it first came out. Before they brought it out, they had a testing panel and they asked for volunteers. And I'm like, pick me, because the older I was getting, the thinner my lashes were getting. Now, they said it would take up to 8 to 12 weeks, but honestly, within the first probably 2 or 3 weeks, I was shocked at the difference that it was making. Now, in May, I had cataract surgery, so I don't need to wear glasses now, except for at the end when I need to read the tiny print on those order forms. But what I found when I was wearing glasses is that it was getting that when I was blinking, I could feel my eyelashes on the inside of my glasses, which drove me crazy, but also told me that it was really working. And so then I cut back to once a day. And now for maintenance, I just do 2 or 3 times a week. So I'll show you the wand. It's more like a feathery tip wand. It's not going to brush on like a mascara. It's like an eyeliner on your lash line, upper and lower, twice a day. And then you can even do your brows if you want your brows to come in a little bit thicker and fuller. So really, really love the lash serum. So that's the lash serum. It is on BOGO as well. Buy one and get one for $20. And then for mascara, we have a couple different options. The first one we have is our top shelf mascara, which used to be my favorite. So the top shelf is a full volume, full bodied, full lash look. So if you like that full volume, full lash look, you'll love top shelf. So it's a little bit of a thicker, bigger wand. Somebody said to me once, why do you always show the wands? Well, if you're a mascara lover, it really is about the wands. Am I right? And so now what I found during the pandemic was that women couldn't go and get their lash extensions done. And so they were trying the lash serum and the top shelf, and they're like, okay, we are never going back to A, the expense, and B, the upkeep when they were getting such amazing results. So, and then they wanted to develop, we lost our mascara that was called A-List. It had argan oil in it. It can take up to 18 months to develop a new product. So Aloette is under the Astro Brands umbrella. Aloette was actually the Astro Brands first company, and then they accumulated some other companies. And so one is called Pure, and it's available in some Shoppers Drug Mart, some, and in the US in whatever the name of the store is, doesn't matter. Butter London, which has nail products, and then Cosmetics, which is ends in IX, which is only available in high-end spas and dermatologist office. So we've been able to bring in some of our sister brands. And so they brought in Big Look from Pure, which is a mascara, because it has argan oil in it. And so I thought, see, I'm not gonna change from my top shelf, but I thought I better try it. Well, guess what now? My top shelf doesn't live in my makeup bag anymore. It's only the Big Look. I love it. So it's a totally different style of wand. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's almost like silicone brush, but I found, and it's not a very big brush, so I thought, I don't know if I'm gonna like that, but I find it coats every lash. So I have fallen in love with it. I've even had some clients say to me that they really feel that their lashes are growing better because of, well, the lash serum, but also because of the argan oil. So those are your lash options. I have all the colors here, the eyeshadows. If you want to see them, I can show them to you in the breakout room at the end. Those of you, if you're watching the replay, let me know and I can post the colors in the group as well. This is one of our newer palettes. It's called the Vera palette. And it's actually what I've got my eye colors done in tonight. It's a very versatile palette, lights, mediums, darks, the shimmers, the mattes. Now this one right here, I've actually even used as a blush. So really a versatile palette. So it's $40 regular, but in a minute I'm going to tell you how you can get it at half price, which is always fun. All right. I also have all of our lip colors here. They are creamy, they glide on, they stay on. I like to demo a few of them. Oh, before I forget, because I will. This black liner that I put on there, this is what I love about it. Once you put it on, it's not going anywhere. It stays on there until you get your cleanser at night and get it off. All right, so here's a fine example. So this is called Pink Lady. When I first saw that, I thought, whoo, that is fuchsia, until you put it on. And look, it's just a sheer wash of pink. This one's my favorite, my go-to. It's the Moxie Mauve. It's got a little bit more of a plummier. It's what I'm wearing tonight. And this one I would say probably is one of my best sellers. It's Posh because it's a really nice earthy tone. So you can see that's got a little bit of an earthier tone there. So those are all the lip colors. Again, I have them here. So in the breakout room, you can see them, or I can post the colors. They are buy one and you can get a different one, another lip color, but you can do a different color for $9. Also too, we have our lip balms. They're called Lip Kiss, but they're an aloe kiss, but it's like a balm, a tinted balm. So when I first saw that again, I thought, holy cow, that is red. But watch, I'm running out of hand space here, but watch when you put that one on, it again is just a sheer wash of color. So it is more like a tinted lips kiss. And then we also have our long wear lip colors. Now, I am not demoing this one. When they first came out, I put 4 blotches on the back of my arm and held it up to the camera. And then, you know, I'm taking it off and it wasn't coming off. And then when I went to take my makeup off at night, and the next day, it still looked, I had bruises down my arms. So they are a long wear lip color. And I love that it has a wand to apply it. So those are also on BOGO. I think that's pretty well it for colors. We do have, like I said, I've got all the colors. If you want to see them, we can look at those in the breakout rooms. Also tying into the makeup are the brushes, because you can have the best makeup, but if you don't have the tools to apply it, then you're really losing the look that you can get, or you're not going to get the same look. So our brushes are a synthetic hair. There's never an issue of an allergy or a breakout. And again, I wish I could stick this through that camera so you could feel it. They're just so soft. Oh, we got Mary Jo popping on. I'll let her connect to audio and then we'll say hello. Maybe. Just connect.
I would say, depending on what she's using, I think her laptop doesn't have the camera, but she might
Okay.
have
Hi,
the
Mary
audio.
Jo.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's on her phone. There she is.
Hi, Mary Jo. Can you hear us? Oh, and now she's muted. Hello. Well, I'm assuming she's going to be there.
Yeah, I will. I'll text her and let her know if she just can't talk.
Sure, no problem.
She can
And if she wants to,
communicate through me if she wants.
sure. And if she wants to turn her camera or if she's at work or busy and can't, that's all good. That's all good. Oh, there she is. Hi, Mary Jo.
Hi.
Nice
Hi,
to meet you.
Sherry. Nice
Hello,
to meet you
how
too.
are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I am good.
You know, this is
Good.
just like just like a live party. If somebody comes in, we all have to stop and say
Yeah.
hi. Mary
Just,
Jo, how do you know Courtney?
she's my daughter-in-law.
Oh, very good. Where do you live?
Yeah. Lucknow.
Oh, good. You're back in my area too.
Yes. Where are you?
I'm Brussels.
Oh, okay.
There
Very
you go.
good.
All right.
I'm just
Okay. So
trying to
all
get
you missed us talking about
Okay.
our makeup, but I'll be posting the recording later, Mary Jo, and you can go back and
Okay.
catch all about the makeup.
Okay.
So with the brushes, they are normally retail for $71, which is a great price. They're very comparable to the top line $200-300 brushes. But the best way to get our brushes when you host a party and you have 2 bookings at your party, you'll get our brush set for $13. So it is a nice bonus for our hostesses for sure. All right, so we do have a beautiful line of color. We're going to head into some of our specialty body care, and then we'll wrap up with what's most important, in my opinion, is our skincare. So the first thing I like to talk about with after we talk about makeup is this one. This is our makeup setting spray. Well, it's called Set and Shield, and it is a makeup setting spray. So you'll notice that it's got the clear liquid here. It has the natural botanicals, the aloe, and then you'll see a sediment at the bottom, and that sediment is actually charcoal. And if you're not familiar with charcoal for your skin, you really should Google it because it is such an environmental friendly product. It's so good for our skin. So all you do is you do your makeup and then you shake this up really well to activate the charcoal. And then you just spritz your face and it locks your makeup in place. It feels refreshing. It's soothing on the skin. It just during the day, if you want to refreshen your makeup without redoing it, you just give yourself another spritz. I have a client who works nights in a factory, and she said she gets women all the time. She wears full makeup, and she says she gets women all the time in the morning come into the locker room and say, "You just come in here and redo your makeup because it looks the same as last night." But she swears by the Set and Shield because it locks it in place. If you're still working in an environment, if you have to be working in an environment where you have to wear a mask, make sure you spray it. During the pandemic, it was amazing for that mask knee. If you're working in the medical field, then you're still wearing a mask. So it really helps with that. I even had a client whose teenage son worked in a greasy kitchen. His face was broke out all the time. And so I didn't know if it would help or not, but I said, try it. So obviously he doesn't wear makeup, but he would spray this on. And I saw him a few months after, and it was shocking the difference that it has made. So it acts as a shield for your skin as well. And this one's going to sound really bizarre. I like to have multiple uses for my products. So this one also doubles up as a dry shampoo, which sounds a bit weird because it's a liquid, but all you do is you spray this through your hair. I massage it in, then take a blow dryer, kind of dry it up, and you're good to go. The charcoal absorbs the excess oil. So that's a Set and Shield, really a fan favorite, a real popular product. And then moving into some of our regular body care, this is our best sellers kit. If you're familiar with Aloette at all, you might know some of these ones. First one's Hand and Body Silk. It's an amazing, amazing all over body moisturizer from the neck down, especially this time of the year when the furnaces and the just drawing the moisture right out of us, just put that moisture balance back into the skin. So Hand and Body Silk, you can buy one and get a second one for $9. I always have some of these on hand. So if I want to take a little hostess gift to somebody, if we're going out for dinner or something, I wrap one of these up, put this in a bag, and it's a beautiful gift to give to a hostess. So also great to have on for gift giving. So that's the Hand and Body Silk. The second one is Nutra Hydrating Mist. And I actually picked it up out of our skincare program, if you notice, but because it's designed for the face. But they've also put it in the body package so you can spray your entire body. It's over 90% certified organic aloe, so it's really, really healing on the skin. So you can use it as a hydrating mist for your hair. If you have any kind of skin irritation, eczema, psoriasis, don't let it happen if you get a sunburn. Best thing ever for a sunburn. Men can use it after they're done shaving. I recommend leaving, especially when it's on BOGO, leave one in the bathroom where you're supposed to use it and leave the second one in the fridge. So if it's a nice hot day or if you're on a stage of a power surge, to have that nice cool mist feels amazing. So Nutra Hydrating Mist. Oh, and this one also, it's going to sound weird as well, is also a great insect repellent because there's geranium oil in it. Mosquitoes do not like geranium oil. And aloe is also a natural repellent. So when everybody's loading up in the summer with Lord knows what's in some of those sprays. My family, we all spray down with the neutral hydrating mist. So it's really a fan favorite. So it's on BOGO, buy one, get one for 10. And then last but not least is our Visible Aid. Our Visible Aid is our first aid cream. If you know Aloette, you likely know Visible Aid. Cuts, burns, scrapes, insect bites, cold sores, you name it, this heals it. For over 40 years, this has been our first aid kit, this and Band-Aids. So it's just an amazing first aid, very high in aloe, but also has medicated ointment plus the vitamin E. And I know it's the little things that excite me, but it now has a flip top lid, which when you're wrestling with a Band-Aid, you don't also want to be wrestling with the lid either. So it's on BOGO, buy one, get one for 9. I actually just had my customer twice a year when this goes on BOGO, she orders 10, 5 at regular, 5 on BOGO. And I finally said to her, like, that's 20 tubes a year, or what are you doing with it? Well, both her and her husband have had some skin cancer, and she said it just helps our face so much. So they both use it as their daily moisturizer. So there you go. There's another little tip. All right, so these 3 pieces are all sold individually. So you can buy one and BOGO it, or you can buy it as a set. You save $8 when you buy it as a set, and then you can BOGO a second set on the BOGO. So either for you or for gift giving. All right. Also on the BOGO this month, for the hands, there is nothing worse than our hands getting dried and cracked, because that's how bacteria and germs can get in there. So the first one is our hand polish. It's a exfoliating sugar scrub. It has crystallized sugar. It's all filled with the essential oils. The water just beads off your skin. So it was designed for the hands, but I'll tell you, it's amazing, amazing on the feet. In the summer, when I do outdoor foot spa parties, we use this to exfoliate the feet. It feels amazing. And then you rinse off and then follow. Oh, it's on BOGO, buy one, get one for 9. And then you can follow up with our Hand Couture. Hand Couture is an anti-aging hand cream. This has an ingredient called Matrixyl 6. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, a little bit more. It's a supercharged anti-ager and healer. So it's an anti-aging hand cream. It also has a natural SPF in it. So I do keep a tube in my car. I love the size of it. It fits in my glove box and my console thing. But when you're driving, you're not getting the sun damage on the back of the hands as well. So, and most anti-aging hand creams retail for $40, $50. This one's $26.50, and you can BOGO a second one for 9. So great savings. So they're sold separately, but pardon the pun, they really do go hand in hand together. And again, makes a great gift giving set. Now, this is one of my fan favorites products. This is called Be Smooth. I don't know if any of you have tried this one or not. I don't think you got this one, Courtney, at the last one. Be Smooth, it originally was called the Décolleté cream because it was originally designed for the chest and neck. Then it took on a whole life of its own, and it's now called the all-in-one balm. So for sure, chest and neck area. I love sharing this story. I had a customer email me a couple of years ago and ordered more crack cream. And I stared at the computer for probably 10 minutes thinking, I have no clue what she's talking. So I finally had to call her and said, Kim, I have no idea what you're talking about. And she said, well, I'm a side sleeper, so I get that crack. Well, I called it crevice. And she said, it's the only thing that keeps it away. I've had other clients who've had like what they call the railroad track across here, did half tests. They're like, all right, test time's over. I need it all gone. Like it just really is amazing anti-aging. This had, well, and healing. This has the Matrixyl synthase 6 in it. So supercharged anti-aging and healing. I have clients call it the turkey neck be gone, using it here to firm and tighten. We did an outdoor foot spa party a couple summers ago, and the little black bugs were buzzing around us until this one came out, and then they were gone. And when you smell it, it has a real citrusy scent to it. So I just don't think they like it. So some of my clients now tell me when they go to the ball diamond or gardening, they just put it on the pressure points. So really, really a fan favorite. Great to use around your cuticles, dry feet. That's what I would suggest. Buy the first one, put it on in your bathroom beside your nightstand, on your nightstand. But then the $12 one, because you can BOGO a second for 12, leave it in your sock drawer. Put just a tiny little bit on your feet, put socks on, game changer for your feet. So people will buy a product based on how great I tell them it is, which I appreciate people trusting me. What really tells me how great products are is when they reorder. And I would say this is one of my best reordered specialty items, because then you know it's working. So that is Be Smooth on BOGO. I actually had one of the most amazing testimonies. One of my good friends in the business, her mom thought she was going to have surgery on her eyes because they were becoming so, she's in her 80s, they were so hooded. It was affecting her vision. And so they were at Easter, and Denise said to her, Mom, did you have your surgery? Like, what is going on? And she said, well, I didn't want to say anything, wanted to see if it would work, but you said it would tighten under here. So she was putting just the smallest little bit on there for a few months. And Denise said it was remarkable, the difference. So it's a great product. All right. So I do want to also say, once we close the party, I am going to post a link to my VIP group. Please, please join my VIP group because we can't talk about every product Aloette has. We have something for everyone, everything and everyone. Now, not everyone needs everything, but we have something for everyone. And so if we talked about every product that Aloette has, well, I think you'd all be falling asleep here because we'd probably be here at breakfast time. So join my VIP group. We're going to talk about the key products that Aloette has to offer. And then you get in my VIP group, and that's where you'll learn more about all the specialty items that we have. So if you're looking for, I'm just going to kind of group and summarize. So you can tell me either in the breakout room at the end, or if you're watching this on replay, you can message me. If you have issues with a dry, itchy scalp, we have a new product called Fortify for that. If you have nail issues that you need something stronger from Butter London, we have a melt away for cuticles, a nail strengthener. We have Jelly Preserve, which is has a hint of color to it. That's a nail strengthener. Okay, this one I can't just kind of lightly talk about. I got to share this one. This is from Pure. It's called the Joystick. We used to have a product called Stick Shift, which is identical. And so I'm thrilled that this is back because it was a game changer for the skin as well. It's a 3-in-1. It's a cleanser, it's a toner, and a mild exfoliator. So you splash water in your face once around with this. I always have to really emphasize that because my granddaughter was 10 when I started her on this one. After a month, she called me and said, Grandma, I need more. And I'm like, you need to tell me how you're using it. Well, she was doing this because it feels so good. It's wasting the product. Wet your face once around, then you take your fingers and massage it all in, and it really makes your skin feel like amazing. So it was designed for acne skin or oily skin. Now I don't have oily or acne skin, but I probably still use it 2 or 3 times a week because I love the way it makes my face feel. So that's our Stick Shift from Pure. All right. So now moving into our skincare, people will often say to me, Sheila, what makes your product so special? Because there are lots of great products on the market. And what makes Aloette so special is that hero ingredient. So if you're not sure what the hero ingredient, it's up on my shelf behind me. It's the aloe vera. And you maybe already knew that from the word Aloette. So that's where we got our name from. So the aloe is the most amazing healing treatment. We use aloe for several reasons. First of all, it's an amazing healer. They dip severely burned victims into vats of the gel, so because it promotes the healing so well. So you can imagine how it helps to heal such severely damaged skin as burned skin, the benefit of it being in your daily skincare. So it heals your skin 6 times faster than anything else. You've got the natural healing. It's a natural moisturizer. It's also a deep penetrator. It's not going to stay in the surface of your skin. You know, most skincare products will treat the surface, maybe the second layer, but that's just the dead skin cells. That's just the surface. You want your skincare to penetrate into those inner layers so it can do the most amount of work. And by the time those bottom layers come to the surface, it's all been treated. If I ripped a piece of that aloe plant off and put it in the back of my skin, it would just suck right into my skin because it is so penetrating. So that's why we use aloe. It's a natural delivery system. Now, not all aloes created equally, unfortunately. There is no government ruling on labeling. If you have a company, you can have a company that can have a 50,000 gallon vat of product. They can take one of my little leaves and do that. And legally, they can put on the label with aloe. So consumers think they're getting an aloe product. So always look at the ingredient listing and see where aloe sits. If it's down at the bottom, it's just trace amounts. It's not going to do your skin any good. So our aloe's in position number 1, number 2, or number 3. So it really is about quantity and quality. And so let me give you an example with our enzyme peel. So this is a restorative enzyme peel, better known as the green goop. Now it is on BOGO. And the only way you're going to get to know me is being very honest. That's how I built my business for over 40 years, by telling the truth. So if at the end of the show you say to me, Sheila, I want to get whatever, if I don't think you need that product, I'm going to tell you why I don't think you need it. And then I'll leave it up to you whether or not you're going to get it. For me, I'm not here to make a sale. I really do want to make a difference with your skin. And so I always speak the truth. So the only way I'm going to sell you this on BOGO is if this is the only thing you're getting tonight, then for sure, go ahead and BOGO it. But if you're getting something else, I have a better way, a better priced way for you to get this one. So with the enzyme peel, this is 56% certified organic aloe. It's also enriched with fruit enzymes. And so now this is when we did we do this one at Danielle's? Courtney, I think we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
got some.
Yeah. So those of you who are local, if you decide you want to do a party, I do specialties, pamper parties. So the night I met Courtney at Danielle's, we did a nighttime facials, and we use this as our feature product. So it is a lot of fun. You go home with bed ready faces. I even have some shows that they do pajama parties. They come in their pajamas, so they go home and they just got to brush their teeth and they're ready for bed. All right, so here is this is why I call it green goop, because it just looks like a blob of green goop. So you're just going to work it in a circular. Okay, so I just got to make sure everybody hears this. I'm demoing it on my hand tonight. Is meant for your face. I've had women say, "Oh, I've just been using it on my hands." It's great for your hands, but it's amazing on your face. So it's going to go thin and watery, so you can see that kind of that liquidy, watery stage. And then you're going to keep blending, and you're going to see on my hand what's going to happen, but on your own face, you're going to feel what's going to happen. So, yep, there we go. So there you can see all those little tiny chunks. As nasty as that is, that's not product, that is my dead skin cells. And so I got to tell you, when we were doing virtual parties and I was in my office doing virtual parties 3 or 4 nights a week, I had to alternate hands because you can only exfoliate so much dead skin. I'll tell you, my hands never felt and looked better when I was doing that every night. So maybe a little tip that I need to start doing that again, doing it on my hands. So that gives you an example. And again, if I could stick my hand through the computer for you to feel that, it's like baby skin. So it gives you an example how aloe naturally moisturizes, naturally exfoliates. It's an amazing product. Most of my clients call it the oh wow product because that's what they say once they start exfoliating. I call it the instant gratification because you really do feel and see the difference right away. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you how you can get that one at the better price than the BOGO price. All right, so you might be thinking, well, that's what makes Aloette special because it is the aloe, that is the base. So you'll see a transformation in your skin. It's impossible to use our skincare and not see a difference with your skin. It really is an action-oriented skincare program. If you've used skincare before and you try this, you're going to be like, holy cow, it's gone up another level. Your skin's going to go up another level. If you've never used skincare before, you're going to be thinking, okay, where the heck has this been all my life? So skincare really is about 3 things. It's about prevention, correction, and maintenance, and you'll fall somewhere in there. We do have 2 skincare lines. Our first one is our Platinum line, and it's formulated for, it's our anti-aging line. Not saying that's anybody here, but if you happen to know of somebody who could fall into that category, Platinum is our peptide technology. So it's actually skincare with a brain. Every woman's skin ages differently, and the peptides targets women's individual needs and helps to heal it. I kind of refer to it like high def television. It gives you crisper, clearer, faster results. So it's a very simple program. It's for the woman who's maybe neglected her skin and wants to take it to that next level, or somebody who's been taking care of their skin but thinks, you know what, now I'm at that age where maybe I should be looking at anti-aging. So if that's something you think you might be interested in, we can talk about it during the consultations at the end. It is our premier anti-aging. And again, I'm all about giving the results and the savings. That's my jam. So if you want to talk anti-aging, we can talk about that in the consultation. The one that I want to focus on tonight is our Aloe Pure. It's the cornerstone of our skincare. And I'm just going to bring them over here so I'll have to keep turning on you. So, and also the fact that it is our biggest BOGO sale of the year, and it is on all our Aloe Pure. So the savings are phenomenal. The results and the savings are phenomenal. And so with the skincare, we know women are busy. We know you don't want to get up an hour early. In fact, I'm sure if I said, all right, you got to get up an hour early to save your skin, you might be thinking, I don't think so, Sheila. That's not happening. So 3 simple steps. It's cleansing, it's nourishing, and moisturizing. The first step, and I'm going to put them in a bucket here so I can show you how it all works together. And I do recommend doing that at home. This skincare is going to work, but it's not going to work if it stays in the bag in the cupboard. It does have to get on your face. So the best thing I would recommend is get yourself a pretty basket or a shelf. Leave it out to get into the habit. If you get into the habit, then you want to stick it into a drawer. That's great. But to get that habit, you want to leave it out so you can form the habit of using it. And so first up is morning cleanser, and this is gentle foaming cleanser. I do wish they'd call it the gentle lathering cleanser. It's not going to foam up in your face. We don't want anything foaming on our skin. It means it has sulfates in it. So it is a nice lathering cleanser. You need less than the size of a dime. And that goes with all of our skincare. Some people think, well, the more I use, the quicker it'll clear up the problem areas. In this case, the more you're using, you're really wasting your product. So it's a very small amount. I find the company says 4 to 6 months. I know what I use and my clients we order. It's more like 6 to 8, sometimes even 10 months. So more isn't better. So that's your morning cleanser, gentle foaming cleanser. For nighttime cleansing for all skin types. Oh, and that one's on BOGO. Buy one and get a second one for 10. For the nighttime cleanser, it's called Essential Cleansing Oil. And this is the most amazing nighttime cleanser. So first of all, it's enriched with all the natural essential plant oils, avocado oil, sunflower seed oil. Also, of course, it has the aloe in it. So there's 8 different natural oils in it. So it's really hydrating on the skin. If I poured this in my glass of water, I'm not going to do it, but if I poured in my glass of water, most oils would sit on top of the water. This would just become cloudy with it because it's essential plant oil. So even oily skin types can use this, and it takes your makeup off like that. Mascara, eyeliner, everything gone. Like when I'm finished my party, I'll splash some water on my face, few pumps on my fingertips, blend it all over, take a wet cloth, and whoop, makeup is gone. But if you're not a makeup wearer, you still want to use this at nighttime because it's a deep pore cleanser. And it also helps to strengthen your lashes because of the essential oils. So I did color up my hand pretty good here. I wanted you to just be able to see the colors, but I really also wanted to be able to demo. So I got a little dish of water here in my cloth. So I'm just going to splash a little bit of water on the back of my hand. All right, as if I was in the bathroom. And then it's just a pump or two of the cleansing oil. You blend it all over and it really takes off that makeup. So I haven't even used the cloth yet, and all you can see is a little bit of that liquid eyeliner. Everything else is already gone, and I haven't even used the cloth yet. So it really, just like that, takes your makeup right off. So it really is an incredible, let me get that out of the way before I spill my keyboard. So it really is an amazing, amazing nighttime cleanser. So that's on BOGO. You can buy one, and BOGO a second one for $12. And then also in the cleansing section is toner. And if you've used a toner before, you'll know when you take the cotton pad away, there's always dirt still left in the cotton pad, which tells you if you're not following your cleanse with your toner, that dirt's staying in the skin. So it really is a rinse cycle. It also picks up, closes the pores, the dirt can't penetrate. It's also the pH balance. Now, if you're just splashing this one on your face, you might as well skip this step. It needs to be on a cotton pad, so you're wiping that dirt off. So those first 3 products are all part of our cleansing. And if you're thinking, wait a minute, she told me I didn't have to get up an hour early. We've already talked about 3 products. One's morning, one's evening, and one's your toner. It's only going to take you 2 minutes to do your skincare. Now, in the beginning, it'll take you a little bit longer because you got to figure out the steps. And if you're thinking, how the heck am I remembering these steps? You don't have to remember a word I'm saying. I'll send you a chart step by step. I have clients that'll tape it to the mirror or take a marker and number them or line them all up. But honestly, within a couple of days, you'll just start reaching for the next one because it becomes a habit, just like brushing your teeth. So
I line them up and it helps.
What's that, hon?
I cleared a shelf and I line them up and it's working very well.
What changes? I'm really glad you said that. What changes have you seen with your skin, Courtney, since you started?
I would say like the first thing that I noticed was that I didn't break out, because normally I change products and I get breakout. I did not. I had no breakouts. I think I've had one pimple since using, and I had gone like 2 days without using. And I feel like it was like, hey, you didn't clean your face. So it snuck in there. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like my skin is brighter. I don't know. Like, that's just kind of like, I look, I'm like, I feel just so like shiny, like good shiny, not like ew greasy shiny, just like bright and shiny.
we call it the aloe glow.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like I just feel like I'm glowing all the time. I just love it. Oh,
like
it's so nice.
I've had women say to me, Sheila, I've tried other products before, but she said, I have people at work commenting, what are you doing different with your skin? That's what fuels me. That's what keeps me here 40 years later. When people tell me, people at work say, did you have something done? Because something looks different. And they're like, no, I just started a new skincare program. So.
Well, and I thought it was interesting earlier when you were talking about like aloe is very deep penetrating, because most people here know I hate creams of all kinds on my skin. I don't like how it feels in my hands. I don't like how it feels at all. I have been able to be moisturizing with this face regime, and I can do it and it doesn't bother me. And I think it's because it soaks right in. So I don't feel like I'm left with like gooey, sticky hands. Yes. I hate. So I've been doing it, and after I'm done, I'm like, oh, well, I just feel so good. And like, it just feels light and nice. So
that's a perfect testimony for someone who doesn't like creams. You're loving it.
Yeah, I really, really, really hate cream. And I've been using it and liking it and doing it, and it's awesome. I'm loving my stuff.
I'm thrilled, Courtney. I'm thrilled. All right, so we have cleanse. Now we're going to nourish. First one in nourishing, same one we talked about for the body. This is Neutral Hydrating Mist. a fan favorite. For a lot of my clients, this becomes their favorite product. So you spritz it on your face, then you take your fingertips and just gently pat it in, helps with the penetration and circulation. So over 90% aloe. It also has vitamins A, C, E, and B5 complex. So it's a nutrient supplement for your skin as well. Because it's so high in aloe, it's going to be very, very healing. If you do have any breakouts or blemishes, it helps to heal it. Like I said, for a lot of my clients, it's their favorite. So morning and evening Nutra-Hydrating Mist. And then the second one in nourishing is my favorite in the collection. It's a Time Repair. And Time Repair does exactly what the name says. It repairs the skin. It has the alpha and the beta hydroxy, so it really helps to resurface the skin. They say it's one of the first steps in the fight against anti-aging, but it's so much more than that because, like I said, it retexturizes and resurfaces the skin. So really a multi-use product. So it is my favorite in the collection. And so that's Time Repair. And with all of our products, like I said, it is a small, small amount. Even with that one, like one pump and you've got lots. So now the third and final step in skincare is moisturizing. And the first one in moisturizing is Line Control Eye Gel. And the eye gel, even this small tube, should be lasting you 4 to 6 months. So it tells you you're not using very much. We recommend your baby finger or your index finger, your ring finger, because the index finger is too strong and will stretch this area. And also, it's really important how you apply an eye cream. I've had women say, well, I can't really use an eye cream because I get my eyes get irritated. So I'm always like, well, show me how you're using it. And it's always like where you think it would go, on the base of the lid and right underneath the eye. Well, your eye movement like this, eye blinking and eye movement, it pulls your eye treatment in. So if you've got on the base of the lid and right underneath the eye, the only place it has to go is into the eyeball area. So you want to keep your eye gel up on your brow and on top of the cheekbone so it'll work into where you want it. All right, so that's the Line Control Eye Gel, morning and evening. It does have wild passion flower that helps with puffiness under the eyes. So if you've had a late night or a stressful time, it helps with the puffiness. And if you have a little bit left over, you could run around your lips. It almost could be called an eye and a lip gel for those little lip lines as well. So that's your eye gel, morning and night. And then last but not least is our moisturizer. And this is our Nutri-C Moisture Cream, formulated for normal skin. We do have one for dry skin or mature skin, and we also have one for oily skin. It helps to seal in the moisturizers, seals in the moisture that's in your skin, and will add more if it's needed. And again, I wish we could get smell-o-vision going here because it has the most beautiful citrus scent. So there's no perfume or dyes in any of our products. What you're smelling is the aromatherapy of the natural citrus extract. I call it the factor. I had a woman tell me once that she spends $80 on a moisturizer, can hardly stand the smell. Well, first of all, do not be spending $80 on a moisturizer. That's crazy. Even our top line anti-aging moisturizer, SPF 30, isn't $80. So, but you don't want to have to hold your breath while you do your skincare. This is your pamper time. I get women all the time that say, Sheila, I'm really good in the morning, not so good at nighttime. And I get it. I get when it's bedtime and you just want to go to bed. But one of my best tips I can give you is when dinner's over and everybody's kind of settling in for the evening, go then and do your skincare. So that when it is bedtime, it's not that one more thing you have to do. You'll see some changes doing your skin care once a day, but to really max your results, you want to get into the habit of the twice a day for sure. And that's really what it's like brushing your teeth. It's a habit. All right, so what we put together is our total skincare. It's 7 full-size pieces. Retails for $209. You save $46.50, which is like getting 2 products for free in your kit. But because it's on BOGO this month, you can buy the kit and then BOGO 1 or 2 items out of it, or you can buy the kit and BOGO a second full set for $74. You save $238 doing that, and you have enough skincare to do you for probably 2 years, which is kind of sad because I might not need to see you or talk to you for a while because you'll be so stocked up. But that's our Aloe Pure, that's our skincare. Really, like I said, the cornerstone of our product line. All right, so they do say the average skincare line out there costs over $300. I had a woman tell me once that she spends $150 on a moisturizer and she's not really liking it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I could get you almost our whole package. I would go head to head. Most of the time when you walk into those stores, you're paying for the name on that tube. I would go head to head with ingredients because I bet they're not filled with the aloes. So it really is. I often wish this is all we had to show you was just our skincare, and then you wouldn't have to make any major decisions. If somebody said to me, Sheila, you have to get back your makeup or your skincare, it'd be tough because I love our colors, I love our makeup, but I wouldn't want my skin going back to what it used to be like either. All right, I do want to go through our hostess benefits and let you know what you can receive if you decide to host your own party. Whether you want to do virtual like this, Or if you want to do live in home, if you're like within an hour or two driving distance, I have kit will travel, but not quite as far as Courtney, but 2 hours, that's usually about my max. And so if you want to do a live party, I'd love to do it. So it really is, it's never been easier or simpler because now we do these show groups and I do the show group. All I ask Courtney to do is throw her people in there and make a comment once in a while if she feels like it, and then show up. So that's it. It's so simple and so easy. And I love the virtual component of it because, well, look at where we're all from. We're all spread out. So it really is the best of both worlds. Even doing live parties, I've done hybrids, I guess they're called, where I've set my phone up and gone live in the group for the people who live too far away, so we can do a bit of both. So just for having a show, our hostess gets $100 worth of product for 20 bucks, which is an 80% savings. Now think of your favorite store. If they called up and said one night only, 80% off everything, we'd all find the time to get there. And that's exactly what our hostess gets. Now, based on your show sales, it can go to 150, 200, 250 for the same $20. So it's a great way to really stock up. Now, anybody who decides to have a show, I do want to say too, my average hostess gets anywhere from $150 to $200 worth of product. And so anybody who does decide that they are going to book a show, the first person you're going to put on the top of your guest list is going to be Courtney, because Aloette knows that she's going to want to go to your show. So they're going to send her with a $100 coupon to spend at your show, whether it's virtual or live, whether she can be there in person or not, she still gets a coupon. So now, because Courtney booked from Danielle, even though Danielle wasn't able to join us tonight, I'll be in touch with her because she gets $100 off her org tonight. So it really is a great way to keep the party going. I always like to work to get my hosts at least 3 coupons so she can really max out her benefits. When you book on a bonus day, you do get your color box for a special hostess price. 2 bookings at your party, that brush set for $13, 3 bookings from your party. I love to treat my hostess to our flawless. You'll get that for free as a thank you from me. And then we always have special bonuses for the month of November. This is our 2-piece spa set. It's a lavender and eucalyptus essential oils, and it's only available like high-end spa quality. It's amazing. A wash and a cream. It has niacinamide in it for firming and tightening for body. It is the most amazing collection. These 2 together would retail for over $70. It's a hostess bonus gift for the month of stop and think what month we're in. Month of November, with a free with a qualifying party for free as a special bonus. So really a special treat there as well. And then yeah, we always have all kinds of extra bonuses going on. So we really do love to spoil our hostesses. And again, whether you want to do live in person as a pamper party or virtual, it really is up to you. So we're going to play a quick little game. Now, those of you who are watching the replay, if you're like, shoot, I would have played, you can still play. You can message me a number. So I'm going to hold up some cards. They're numbered 1 through 10. And on the back, they're going to say one of 2 things. One says, half of them say free gift. And if yours says free gift, you're going to get a trial size of our purse size of our hand and body silk. So you have hand and body with you all the time. The second half says, congratulations, girls' night, and a free product. And it'll say free hand and body silk, free visible aid. And one of these cards actually says free flawless, which is a $74 value gift. So if you decide that you want to play the game, you'll pick a number and I'll tell you what's on the back, and you get to do whatever it says on the back. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, I really don't want to have a party, I don't want to pick one of those cards, you can say no, thank you. And I promise I won't kick you out of the Zoom room. Or if you're thinking, heck yeah, I'm going to do a party, you don't even have to bother with that. You can just say, yeah, I'm going to do a party. Let's do it. So you can play the game, or you can say pass or no, thank you. So if you've muted yourself, you might want to unmute yourself, or you can give me thumbs up or thumbs down or whatever. I'm going to start with you, Sherry. Do you want to pick a number?
No, I don't know enough people to even have a party.
Well, we can talk after, because I can help you come up with a guest list. All right. What about you, Tay? Do you want to pick a number, hun?
Sure.
All right. What number do you want?
I don't know. That 4 is looking very, very vibrant right there.
Now, 4 says free gift, which is the purse size of the hand and body. But you and I can talk after, because if you decide you want to do a party, I'd love to come to Hanover and you get the full size one. So we can talk after.
Sounds good.
All right.
Thank
What do you
I'm
want
going
to do?
virtually.
Yeah, or if you do it live, I'll set up the camera so that Courtney can join in on the fun too. Mary Jo, do you want to play the game? Oh, you're muted, hun. I can't tell if you're. Oh, I think she's shaking her head no.
Yeah, I think she said no, thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, so we can talk later if you decide you want to flip that in. And then those of you who are watching the replay, if you can't pick number 4 now, but 1 through 10 without number 4, you could message me or post under here, and I'll take a picture of what your card says, and I'll send it to you as well. I do want to go through our super sales with you. We have the most amazing super sales. Super sales have nothing to do with me as a consultant or for our hostess. It's thank you from the company to our customer. Every $30 that you spend, you qualify for a super sale. So 60, you can get 2, 90, you can get 3, and so on. And so when you start with the skincare package, you actually qualify for up to 6 super sales if you wanted them. So my number one selling super sale, and that's why I said I'd only sell you this if you're buying it by itself, then you can BOGO it for sure. But with a $30 order, you can get this for $19.90. It's regular $49. So for $19.90 as an add-on as a super sale, and there's enough for like 30 to 40 applications in that one tube. We also have that chisel brush that's a regular super sale for $10.20. We have so many super sales, like we have eye treatments and anti-aging treatments. So again, the breakout rooms, let me know if you're having some skin issues and I can help you with those. One of the ones for the month of November is the Vera palette that we shared earlier, regular $40. With a $30 order, you can get it for $19.95. So it's a really, really great savings on that as well. So just to wrap up, we are looking to expand all across Ontario. So if this looks like something that you think you might be interested in, I've had people say, how do you remember? Well, first of all, when I do virtual, because I can really get going on tangents, I have a little like cheat notes right here. When I started doing my live shows, I had cue cards. Now, mind you, they did shake a little bit. But I know if they can teach me to be successful, we can teach anyone. I didn't even wear makeup when I started to Aloette. So this is what the job is. There's no packaging, no delivery. Aloette does all of that. And so it really makes my job simple because I don't then have to package and deliver the orders as well. So you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. Part-time is doing 1-2 shows a week. You set your own schedule. Aloette will never tell you when you have to work. And I've always loved that. I've always been my own boss. I've always been kind of like Sherry and I were saying, it's just kind of nice being your own boss that you don't have to report into anyone. So if you want to know more about it, it costs absolutely nothing. There's nothing to lose. The best part, no money up front. You earn a $500 kit for free and a lifetime discount. That's the worst that can happen. If you decide after 3 parties, that's your qualification, that it's not for you, you walk away, keep that $500 kit. You have a lifetime discount on products I know you're going to fall in love with, and you'll have a couple $100 in your cash in your pocket. So there really is nothing to lose. So if you want to know more about it, let me know. Anything you order tonight is going to be delivered within the next week to 10 days. Normally everything gets delivered to the hostess, but I don't believe we'll be doing that because that's not going to be very handy. So we will be shipping directly to you, which makes it really handy. We are in the midst of a threat of a postal strike. We are hoping that if it does come to fruition, that it'll be a floating strike like they did the last time. If not, they have UPS on standby. So we will get you the orders. We're not too worried about that. So I think that's pretty well everything. Oh, I guess I should let you know how you can pay. You can pay tonight by Visa, MasterCard, debit, Visa. I also take e-transfer, whatever's easier for you. We will leave the party open. Our office doesn't ship on Fridays anyway, so we will leave the party open till Sunday at 6, and then we'll close off the party. That'll give people a chance to watch the replay. Yeah, if you have any questions or concerns, you can let me know. Let me stop the recording here. So those of you who watch this on the replay, thank you so much for taking the time to watch that. And I am going to stop the recording. So thanks again for watching. And